Okay, so I'm going to go over how to use the Redshift baking tools. They are located on the Redshift toolbar right up here. They're the two pie icons. If you want to proceed with baking, select your asset and then click the two pies right here, and that'll create a Redshift bake set over here in your outliner. Redshift bake set gives you pretty basic attributes over here. It gives you the name of it that you can rename. It gives you the map size, which I will type in manually here. Gives you the UV set name. This is super important if you're going to if you're using an asset that maybe you might have like combined with other pieces of geometry. Sometimes Maya likes to create different UV sets names, so make sure you go into your UV set editor and then you just check and make sure if you're going to work with multiple pieces of geometry or just multiple assets that you're combining the UVs of, that they have the same UV name, UV set name. Sorry, that's super important. And then over here, all that's left is to bake, but the number one thing you need to make sure of before you bake is that you have a set project file. So you just go over to your project window. Over here to create a project file, you can just give it a name and then set a location, and it'll just auto-generate all these folders for you. And then just go into set project, and then just find it on your computer and set the project. I'll go ahead and do that right now. And then you can just go ahead and bake, because you need that images folder to export anything that's a rendered image or a rendered texture. It works the same as if you're saving a rendered image. So then it just gives you these feedback window here, and it tells you if there's any errors. Sometimes if it's not working, it'll tell you what is wrong over here. I don't think I have any history of any times I messed it up before, so it looks like it's okay. So you're going to check your images folder. It'll give you the name here. It gives you a really weird, I think it's a IFF folder. It gives you kind of a weird file format. So usually I just throw it into Photoshop and then I just export it again. I don't have the license for Redshift installed right now, so it's giving me a watermark. But I'll just export it as a PNG real quick. And then just go into, nope, not that one, that one. Images, and I'll call it just Untitled 1. So then you could just go back into the material there, go to File, open it up, just load a texture like you would normally load a texture. It looks like it didn't take, that's fine. Image is Untitled 1 PNG. Done that, hit 6 on your keyboard to show it, and then there you go. It shows the light that we have set up over here. So if you look at it in, so if I were to, well, actually, let's just give it a new material. So if I gave it a regular Lambert and then I gave this the same Lambert, you can look at it in the IPR and you can see how the light's hitting this object right here. And then now, whoops, hold on, it's that one. Now you can see that same effect now shows up on this object as a texture. So if you got rid of the light and then you added like a dome light or something and you looked at it, whoop, now you can see it still has the same thing, because now this is a diffused texture. So that's it for Redshift baking, and have fun.